All right. Welcome back to the Truth is Real podcast. We took our little 10-minute break, maybe 15, maybe a 30-minute, maybe a 45-minute break. But
something like that.
We just want to get everybody situated, filled everybody's cups back up and get everybody ready to go.
Yes.
So we got Mickey and Athena back on here. In rare form this time. So this is going to be interesting, I think. I think the second half may be a little more interesting, but we're going to pick it back up. We were just talking about settling, they were talking about how women settle. Why do women settle? And, I was just saying that I think they settle because they let time pass them by on a lot of good opportunities, and then they get to the point where they're just tired. And they like, all right, I'm giving in now. I'm throwing the white towel in. I'd rather be with somebody than be with nobody. Like you said, I don't want to be 35, 40 with cats, just living at home by myself and lonely. I think that's when they settle. I think when they in their prime and they're good, they ain't settling then. It's when that prime goes down.
I feel like it's not more so about like when a woman decides to settle. It's just that, like, one, there's societal pressures for sure. Like, you meet a woman that's 30 with no man, living on her own, with a cat, enjoying her fucking career. You're gonna look at her like she's fucking insane. You're gonna be like, this is a lame ass bitch. She's lame. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna wonder why she's comfortable in her lifestyle. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's more so about her wanting or needing or like desiring to even have a man. It's just that the societal pressures are that she should have one.
Right.
You should be 30 with a man, getting ready to plan. If not planning a marriage, already married.
Right.
With children. So I don't think.
But do you think? I don't mean to cut you off, but do you think that that opportunity could have been presented to her a lot of different times that she might allow to surpass her, walk past her, and keep it moving, only because she was looking at certain things
she was out here
at that time, having fun, or like you said,
yes.
money. And now as you get older, the money doesn't mean as much as being lonely. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, money is not everything. So at some point, I think women do realize as they get older, money wasn't everything. I'm by myself, and I'd rather have somebody that I can maybe build with compared to just, be by myself.
I feel like I settled early in life with just because I had kids and I was comfortable, and I felt like that's where I needed to be because I had a kid with this person. Right. I have to be with them, and I was settling. But now I'm like, I'm not gonna settle. Nope.
So you feel like you did it beforehand. At an early age. Mm-hmm. And that was because you had a child. You know what I mean?
Settled way too long.
And now you're realizing now that I'm not trying to settle.
Now it's like even if you got to be lonely for a little bit, you got to be lonely to find yourself, right, to be like good in your own.
But to be lonely, you have to be independent, right?
Yes.
Right.
And that's the issue. A lot of women don't really want to be, I'm not going to say a lot. There are some women that don't want to be independent. So
we
they
not
have
talking
to
about
stay
those
in relationships.
Women. We not talking about those women.
But they're out here, and they're the ones that are on social media.
Like, we know
sitting
that.
around waiting for that man to sweep them off their
exactly.
feet.
That man.
I have a lot of friends that I feel like are going to have to settle later on in life because they're living fast now, and they're with this person and that person, and this looks good and that person looks good, but you're not really trying to build. Like, at the end of the day, you don't want to be 50 years old trying to find your husband. You want to be
build at 50
you want to be
years old.
now. Find your husband. Find the person that you love now.
You're gonna find the best person in your prime time. Then when you get older,
and you're gonna let them go because you got this person. You got Jack, Willie, Tom. Fucking you have too much going on.
You want to be that person that I got this person spending this money on me. That person, I'm flying here, I'm flying there. I'm enjoying all the luxury of life.
Like, it's a difference between having standards and keeping up your social image. You get what I'm saying? Like, as a woman with standards, you might have a standard where men have to treat you to a certain type of date before they get certain parts of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just you as a woman. But that doesn't mean that you might meet someone who might not meet those standards, but you fit that vibe is there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's there that you would make them an exception to the rules. Like, podcast. I'm sorry, I'm a little drunk now.
We give her a hand clap for this. I'm a little bit drunk. It happens on the Truth is Real, close and personal. There's nothing wrong with that.
That podcast recently about that attorney, I forgot what her name was, but she basically was stating that she wouldn't date the bus driver unless he owned the bus. I know you
I don't know if I heard it, honestly. So
okay,
I did. I
you
seen
know
it
what
on
I'm
your
talking
story.
about, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I get where she's coming from.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a woman who worked hard for her wealth, her name, she doesn't feel like she has to settle for a man who may just be the bus driver. And he may be a good, honest man. You know what I'm saying? He may be a good, honest man, but he's not at a level in his life that she feels comfortable being at. Like,
Right.
and I think that might be the issue now with like dating nowadays. Like, just because you're a good person doesn't mean that you're entitled to everybody.
But
And that's just what the facts is. Like, because you're a good person does not mean you're entitled to everybody's energy. And you may feel like you should be because you're a good person, but that's just not the reality of it.
Right.
Some people require money. They may require a certain social status. They may require, different things that are different from whether or not you're a good person or not.
Right.
Whether you can offer more than being a good person. And I think that's like what the disconnect is with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think women say verbally that they want this successful, rich man, but they always, not always, but a lot of times end up falling for the average or basic man?
Bitch, you already know. Yes.
Yes.
I don't like when I start talking to somebody, when I go into a relationship. Yes, money is nice, and it's like when you see it's like, ooh la la, I can have this and I can have that. But that's if you want certain things, if you're just having fun, stuff like that. But if you're really trying to genuinely like build or bond with somebody, I always go and try to go in with my eyes closed, like not look at the exterior things. Let me see what your morals are. Let me see, like, are you a solid person? Are you loyal? Are you funny? Like, close your eyes for a minute when you're talking to somebody and see, like, am I really vibing with them or am I liking them for their money? Because at the end of the day, you can't be attracted to the money. You can be you like all the things that it can give you and all that stuff, but can you really be with somebody for the rest of your life because they have money? No, I can't.
Could you be happy with somebody with the rest of their life?
Exactly. Like,
that's the question.
I feel like even if you tried, you would always be looking for happiness in other places.
Right.
Like, you would
You'll
always
be cheating, or
exactly.
you'll be obsessing,
or
obsessing,
not even
or
like,
your mind.
I was gonna say not even cheating, but like you might be a woman who may be disciplined enough sexually where you don't have to cheat.
But it's gonna go
you'll
through
be
your
looking
head.
for
It's gonna
you'll be
cross your
looking
mind.
for it in
It's gonna cross your
money.
head.
You'll be looking for it for
Yeah.
experiences.
Right.
Like, we might not be having the best sex, but
You
he
want
took me
the
to
attention.
Dubai.
You're gonna want
and
the
he
attention
spent,
from someone.
$20,000 on me. I don't have to think.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
different experiences. So,
But would you rather go to Dubai with a nigga that has money and like he's taking you on these all like like you just
Or
you
would
don't
you
gotta
rather
worry
go
about
to Tampa Bay?
or would you rather go to
Tampa
Dubai on your
Beach.
own dime with or not even on your own dime, like, oh, we going 50-50, we ain't got it like that right now, but
no, I'd prefer to go with a man who's gonna take me down there and spend a bag on me. We're gonna have fun. I don't care what your sex is like. I don't give a fuck. If you're treating me to a good time, the sex is gonna be good. I'm gonna force the sex to be good.
I'd rather go on my
a
own
mental
fucking
thing
dime
with
with
you.
somebody that I know I'm gonna have fucking fun with, because I'm not laughing, I'm not kikiing for some lamb chops in Dubai and like looking at this motherfucker the whole time like, you're whack as fuck. Like, I can't fake the funk. But if I got it and you don't, like, I'm like, I prefer not to go on my expense, but if we can go like maybe 50-50, or I get the tickets, you get the hotel, something like that. But I know that you're fun as shit and you're what I'm looking for.
You're gonna enjoy the company.
I'm gonna enjoy the company. Okay. I can't fake the funk on like come on.
I get you.
So
I
it's
get
really,
you.
it's not really.
I get you.
It's not a vacation.
Right, I will admit, yes, we
So-
have been out with men with wealth, with money, and it's been lame.
So it's not a
boring.
vacation to you if it's not what this morning you really want to go with.
Exactly.
Right.
It's more about, I get what she's saying. Like, if you're looking for more of the experience, like, trying to, you
You just might just want the trip. Like, look, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna have fun myself.
Like me,
and no matter what, I'm gonna enjoy this free trip, and I'm gonna enjoy myself.
You be texting me the whole time, like, bitch, this nigga's boring as fuck.
Boring as fuck. The sex is bullshit.
But you got this. You got a stamp on your passport.
And I'm here.
And you here.
I'm getting a shopping spree. Right. I'm eating good. I'm having a good time.
I'm gonna have to suck it up for 5 days.
I get it, but no, I get what she's saying though. Like the experience, like me and her, like that Orlando trip, we were not like joking about that. Like we literally got on a plane with fucking pussy, lip gloss, and vibes. Like we didn't give a fuck.
A dead one at that.
A dead cell phone, pussy, lip gloss, and vibes. We didn't give a fuck. We landed in Orlando with nothing, and we were like, we're gonna have a good fucking time. The best fucking time of the. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it's not always about money. It's really about the time.
Yeah.
And whether or not, because I done met even some of the baddest bitches, boring bitches.
Yeah. No personality.
They're bad as fuck. Boring. No personality. But a fat ass and a pretty face. Right. You don't have no personality, babe. No one likes you. Like, come on, be real. Like, if we're gonna be real about anything, be real that no one likes you. Your personality is shit. But you're bad as fuck. Right. Your face looks good, and you're good look.
The shit that you can fix.
Right. You get what I'm saying?
You can't fix a negative soul.
Right.
Like,
real shit.
So that's real.
I don't even get on this topic. We talking about sex.
They saying that these, the girls out here, they got this look, got the body done, looking good, but their personality just sucks.
Duds. You're a dud.
Sucks.
Definitely.
Like, you don't even want to be around them because it's just boring.
And I don't know how y'all men do it with some of these bitches. I be like, damn, she look good. And I'll sit and talk to her. I'm like, dog, we have nothing in common. You are whack as
the
fuck.
men think the same thing that you think. It's just
y'all taking these bitches on trips and y'all buying them bags and y'all doing it
because they just want one thing. Like you said, they're only there for what? The sexual pleasure of the eyes.
So
and
y'all
the
get
knees.
sex from the ladies and the ladies is getting money from you. Right?
I mean, that's what happens.
If it's any bitches out here,
it happens. It does happen.
Acting a donkey and then going home and just getting sexual pleasure, like, baby, if no one told you, I'm gonna tell you, kill yourself. Why would you ever be out here just getting sexual pleasure? And you're out here acting a fool.
No more.
You're out here acting a fool. Let me tell you something.
Okay, talk.
As a woman, I do the OnlyFans. You get what I'm saying? I do the whole shit. Like I said, I'm a hoe professional. I'm a hoe professional. I am a professional hoe. You are never just doing things for the shits and giggles. Okay. Like, and I know it seems like it wants to be fun. Like, hey, we can go out here and be a hoe for shits and giggles. We can't.
Right.
Because we're going to be judged. Mm-hmm. Whereas a woman that might be a little bit more conservative, she might get away with being a hoe for 24 hours.
Right.
I don't get away with that. No one should ever be out here doing anything for shits and giggles. If you're doing shit for shits and giggles, yeah.
She's saying you better come with that.
Come with the money. It
has to be a reason. It has to be something to make sense.
Something. Make it make sense. Unless you're already established. Now, don't get me wrong. Already established women, it might be a little bit harder for you to find someone to satisfy you sexually.
Right.
But it's not impossible. And you don't have to settle.
No settling.
No settling.
Don't settle. Be that lonely ass bitch with the fucking cats until you find a motherfucker that really loves you.
Real shit. I said this the other day. I hate how society paints this picture that black women, especially black women, have to settle. Again, I'm going to bring up that conversation with that attorney who said that she would rather deal with the bus owner than the bus driver.
Right.
You're telling a woman who worked hard for her name, she literally beat the odds. You get what I'm saying? Like, she literally did what people didn't expect her to do. You expect her to settle for some man who feels comfortable being a bus driver. And again, not to shame nobody's income, not to shame your job or anything. Right. But we're gonna keep it a buck that a woman who's worked hard for her degree in law doesn't amount to a man who's worked at a bus company for
So why is it? So buy him the motherfucking
So
my
bus.
question: why is it opposite on the man's end? Why is it okay for a man to be successful but still deal with a woman?
This is what I've been telling people. Shitheads attract shit. Okay, if you're a pile of shit, you're gonna attract flies. If you're a beautiful flower, you're gonna attract bees. It's like what? When we look at stuff, we have to be equal on our shit. Like, why do we, if we have pussy and a pretty face, why do we think we're entitled to so much shit?
You're right.
We're not. What makes us, what do we bring to the table? And I am the motherfucking table, so I bring it off.
I'm gonna create the experience.
But no, but
if
seriously,
it ain't there, I'm gonna create it.
I agree with you. Like, I agree with you. Wait, what the fuck?
I was just saying, why is it okay for a woman to say, why would she want to be with a man that doesn't make any money
and we're not doing shit, but in the strip club,
but then
okay,
a man
I'm
could
gonna
be
say
with
this,
a woman
right?
that's not doing nothing, but a man could pick her up, and a woman would say a man should do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But on the other end, why wouldn't
as a woman
can never be a backbone for a man at all?
As a woman who expects my man to provide, yes, I expect my man to come into my life and be able to provide what I already have, plus some, introduce me to new things. You know what I'm saying? That's the experience that I expect. But I'm not saying
why we can't do that same for a man, is what I'm saying.
We should. And I'm not
saying. Do you
saying,
want emotions with that? Or,
yes.
I didn't hear you say the emotions part.
I do. I want love. I want respect. I want that man to look at me differently.
So give me give me in the order what you want. The order of how it would go. Is it the love, the money, the respect, or is it the respect, the love, the money? Or what is the order?
Top of the list will always be respect, and I think it's because I don't know.
So he comes in.
Listen,
I'm gonna take care of everything you need. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna give you allowance and everything, but I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna be who I want to be.
As a woman, if you settle for that situation, then that's what you settle for. And I feel like as a woman that looks a certain way, you agree. Like, men will come to us with crazy ass requests, like crazy requests. Mm-hmm. But I think like as a woman, it's up to you to decipher what keeps your dignity and what does not. Like for me, I've gotten some of the wildest requests, like wild as shit, but I feel like as a woman, it's my job to decipher what's worth it and what's not. Right. Like whether or not I'm gonna get something beyond a couple $100 to fuck this nigga or more than that. And if it's just a couple $100 to fuck this nigga, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's one in a few. But I think that in the long run, the relationships that last come from people who can teach you things or can show you like different experiences.
But y'all can teach each other shit.
Right. But we can teach each other shit. Like, I definitely agree with that. So I think that,
we drinking, we forget what the question is.
Right.
We gonna keep on
right. They doing it. They holding it down.
We're coming up with anything.
So let me ask you a question. So do you think you can have sex with a man that have no emotions?
Absolutely.
Okay.
No.
You can't.
No, I can't.
You can't?
I can't.
Oh my God.
I told you I can't. Bitch, I be in love with the motherfucker. Like, hold up.
And see,
I can't do it.
It's the opposite for me.
And if I did, I'm just gonna feel like shit the next day. I'm gonna feel like a turd. I'm gonna feel like, God damn it.
Feel like you wasted yourself.
I wasted myself and just like, but I don't know. Like I've been in 2 long ass relationships, but for like a long time I only had sex with 3 people my whole life. I don't have like a high body count or anything like that, but it was like I had to be in love, infatuated, like blah 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 with them. But now I just can't I can't meet somebody and just be like, ooh, we about to have the best sex because you look good. Like I need to really, really like, damn, I like everything about him. I'm not just gonna be. I can't.
And it's the opposite for me. Like me
and her, we Gemini, so it's
like
night and day.
I can have sex with a nigga. Like, okay, I'll say this. Outside of me being naturally attracted to you, if I'm not naturally attracted to you, then you gotta pay for it.
Right.
Point blank period. Like that's just what it is. But if I'm
like when he paid for it, aren't you like, ugh, fuck, like what the
no, like I'm not gonna lie.
Or do you just be thinking about money
does
and
it
be like,
please you at all? Does it please you at all?
I'm not gonna lie. The act of a man paying turns me on more than a nigga wanting it for free. Like it makes my pussy wetter knowing that you're willing to pay for it. Like it gives me almost like a sense of entitlement. So I do get that, but I get what niggas saying, like they don't meet women that are genuine these days, and like everyone wants to like money at the end of the day and all that other shit. But like men's expectations are high as fuck. Like you want me to come off this date?
Expectations are high.
No, our expectations are high.
That's interesting.
No, our expectations are high. I will agree with that, but I feel like physically, men's expectations are higher. Like you'll go on a date with a nigga, and a nigga will expect like a full-blown threesome that night. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't show me anything that even makes you entitled to that threesome, but because you showed me to a good time, you might have bought me some expensive food.
What did we show them to make them want to spend money on us and dick us down?
I'm a smart woman. I manage on my own. I maintain on my own.
But why he didn't show us that
business.
same shit by taking us out to eat and giving us a good time? And he runs his business. He got a nice, like, you know what I mean? Like,
okay, I get you. So you saying like
it's like 50.
Are you saying that women
both want
are
the same thing? You guys both just want.
Am I saying that women are settling when they go on these dates rather than making that nigga want
No,
more?
but women are expecting something when they go on these dates.
We expect a lot when
you
we go
guys
on
are
these
expecting
dates.
something, and the man sometimes are expecting something.
Like, sometimes
Both
we go on
parties
dates.
are
I have
expecting
my friends,
something.
like, if you're taking me on a date, you're paying for my nails and my hair and my outfit before I go on the date. Why is he
Or
doing
you're
all
running that bill up.
Okay.
Or you're running that bill up. That bill
Wait.
needs to be $3-4.
Bitch, hold on. When we go out to eat, we're not ordering the same shit when a nigga takes us out to eat.
That $500 bill.
I'm agree with. Okay, listen. I'm gonna agree with her. Women definitely expect the hair done, the nails done. They want their outfit paid for before they go on a date. But I'm gonna say
Things that
this:
a man has to work hard to provide for.
Yo, so hard. We don't even realize it.
Yeah.
And if they're
It's
really,
not
if
that
they're
easy.
legit,
But
if
the
they're
legit,
a
it's
businessman,
you just
definitely
said
a lot.
the key word. You don't realize it.
You don't.
If you're a woman that
You don't.
knows
Women don't
money,
realize
that knows finances,
Yeah.
then you know that a nigga
If you're
is
used to
doing his
dealing with
best.
a normal man,
And if a man is-
normal man who works a job, works 40 hours a week on
And
the
that's
average.
okay. We're not shaming
And know
him.
what I'm saying
But he's
is,
working
so
hard as fuck
when he
for our
does
outfit and
the
our
spend-
house.
yeah, but the
Exactly.
appreciation a lot of times when a man does do something, it's never enough.
Nope,
Like,
yeah.
let's say that man right now, he does have a regular job. I'm not saying he works at McDonald's. I'm saying he has an okay job.
okay,
and he
right.
does want to maybe get your nails done, but he can't get your hair done. Then that's an issue sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Or maybe
listen.
he can't buy you everything
Listen,
you
let me
want.
say this. The issue might not be he can't get my hair done this week, right? But what if I know a nigga that will?
That's the issue. But the whole thing is, a man can never compete against the next man that's spending the next money.
Okay, but
There's
look,
always someone
he
else that's going
only
to spend
got
more
my
money.
hair done, babe. I don't want nothing else from him.
But that's. Are you asking a man? Would a man be okay with that? Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
But like,
I mean,
what if we give
I
a
don't
nigga
think.
coochie one night and like, but you ain't
You
suck my
get
dick.
what I'm saying? Like,
Can
you
a
ain't
man?
suck my dick.
Would you be mad if your man
And then he
paid for
got
another
half-
woman's hair to get done?
Why
And got
would he
your
be
nails done?
Why would he be paying for another bitch?
Why would you have to pay for another? Why would another man
Okay,
get your
he
hair
right.
done?
No, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying.
If he said, "Baby, I got your nails done, I'ma get her hair done."
One night you ain't want to give your man no coochie, but he was like,
Or no head.
This bitch, I don't love her, but I went and got coochie from her. You ain't feel like giving. You ain't give me no coochie that night.
I
We
just
gonna look at
paid
him
her,
like,
so it
wow,
wasn't
you
no
crazy.
feelings involved.
She's right.
It was a
She's
business
right.
decision.
She's right.
We gonna be like, go fuck with that bitch then. 'cause-
Right, yeah,
No.
because obviously my pussy ain't enough.
That's what I'm
Like-
trying to
And
say.
then he gonna be like, damn, your nails wasn't enough.
That's all I'm saying.
I couldn't get your hair done.
Are you-
Okay,
you know,
wait.
You
Y'all got
gotta
me
look
thinking
on
a
both
little
sides.
bit.
You gotta look at it on both sides.
Y'all got me thinking
That's
a little
all
bit.
we're saying,
Wait a
because
minute.
a lot of times,
Because you know me. Look, if it's going to get done, it's going to get done. I don't ask no
You want
questions.
a little shot?
Yeah, I'm going to go to
because
pee first.
I always even tell men, like men that think that they can do what they want to do. I'm like, don't be mad when you find out your woman's doing the same thing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I think that women can do the
So
same
that's
thing.
what I'm saying, like-
I think no one is
Alright,
better
listen.
than nobody in this relationship.
Let's say you're a woman
because women
and
are
you're
slick, men are
dealing with a
slick.
nigga, sex bullshit, but he does everything for you. But you're getting good fucking sex.
You want him to be a woman in this circumstance right now?
Right.
Yeah,
so
you get what I'm saying?
I can tell you that I feel like that sex is a major part of any relationship. I'm gonna
Let's
say
say
that.
I'm getting good sex from someone else.
But sex
But
can
sex
be
is
taught.
not everything,
Sex
though.
can be taught.
See, that's the difference. It's a difference. It's a difference if you're willing. Some people just have, it's like, all right, some women maybe just not really open with themselves. And let's say you're an experienced man, and again,
I'm a more
you want to
experienced
have, you're a man
have no
that
inhibition.
needs a little bit more than
Yeah.
that, and you have a closed woman. Let's say you have a woman that's a little bit more religious, a little bit, and she's not more as open with her sexuality. That could
Not as comfortable.
hinder that relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because at a certain point in your life, sexual need is a need in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? That is a major part of a relationship because it does keep you closer together. It does do a lot. Like you said, you can't have sex with a
It
man
makes you
and not
feel
catch
a
feelings.
certain
It's
type of way.
it's a
Right.
reason why that makes you feel that way. You know what I'm saying? So if you're eliminating that from the relationship, I think that does hinder the relationship.
Yes,
you know
it
what I'm
does.
saying? So I think it is. I don't think that's the number one thing. I think you gotta have balance at the end of the day.
Balance. I say that
You
all the
definitely
time.
need balance.
Balance is the key to
You
everything.
definitely need balance. You know what I'm
But
saying?
she
There's no way sex is going to keep you 100% there. There's no way money is going to keep you 100% there. There's no way love is going to keep you 100% there.
I think the love could keep you 100% there.
Man, love will keep
if
you there.
If you love somebody, you gonna sleep in a car
right,
with them. You gonna
until that
ride or
point
die.
you're tired of sleeping.
But y'all better, if y'all love each other, y'all better get y'all shit together.
At some point, you seen all the movies. The woman sticks by that man every day to that one day. She's like, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm
and
done.
She packs her
but
bags
that
up,
means he was comfortable and he want to keep sleeping in the car.
At some point,
At
some point, you just like, look, especially when you know you can do better. You like,
right.
I only like this because of you.
Right.
It's like,
but it's like, why am I like this because of you? If I can get it on my own, then I should be able to get it and then help you.
You ever heard of a Anchor?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had that fucking anchor in my life for many years.
You know what an anchor
Fuck
is? An anchor will hold you down and hold you down and hold you down. Some people will hold you down.
No,
it's like having a woman.
They want you down.
It's like having a woman. It is like having a regular man having a woman that wants to do nothing. Okay, and you have to keep on doing
80%
all this to keep on having this relationship continue on. Mm-hmm. That's an anchor. Because if she's not trying to help anyway, and I'm not always saying it has to be financially and stuff like that, but if she's not helping you even make more money or help you not have as much stress on your back to make more money, then it's an anchor. You know what I'm saying? Some women nag, complain, and don't work.
Yeah,
some women nag, complain, and want everything in the world.
Men do that too.
You know, I'm not saying, like I said, I always say, there's men out here to do a lot of things too like that. And I agree. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if a man is doing that and not bringing to the table, then you shouldn't even be with him.
Right.
He shouldn't even be that much fussing going on. You should let that man go. Because if he's not providing and he's nagging and complaining,
when you live and you learn.
I don't even know if you got a man anymore.
You live and you
know
learn.
What I'm saying? You might have something else at home.
You got a bitch.
Y'all might need to switch roles real quick. You know what I mean? So I just think that yeah, you got to really work in a relationship and have balance. I don't think one
balance
thing
to everything.
There's never one thing that's going to make a relationship work.
Family, like balance is the key to life.
Yeah. And like you said, respect too. You know what I mean? And maturity. I think, a lot of relationships at a young age don't work anyway because of maturity. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be very mature to deal with the woos and whoos of the relationships. You know what I mean? And understanding your emotions, because there will be things that happen in that relationship that won't go the way you want it to go. And you got to know how to handle that. Because how you handle that determines how the relationship goes forward. You know what I'm saying? That's when relationships get very violent and, abusive, is because there's emotions involved that I think two people that are not that mature can't handle. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get, it's people that get mad because someone liked the Instagram picture. And I'm not saying people like the Instagram picture. I know relationships that start arguments over because
who the fuck is this bitch putting hard eyes under your shit?
Who is that?
Who is doing?
And why she feel comfortable?
Her picture?
Why she feel comfortable doing that shit?
See, that's what it starts with. And the thing is, he might as well. And honestly,
tell that whole comment on my shit. I'm not saying
it's right or wrong, but what I'm saying is,
she's so bold. Tell her comment on my shit.
And that's where it happens. And that's where it happens. And he could be like, you know what? I know her, but I'm not doing anything with her. You know what I'm saying? And she might be doing it intentionally, because you know how women are.
We definitely do.
Okay, I feel like
now he gets cursed out. Now the argument starts. Now y'all in the house arguing, going back and forth.
You need to know your woman.
And then y'all are mad.
Yes, there are terrible women out here. Yes, we know that.
And social media is the number one reason why not saying it was a big reason why a lot of relationships end up in arguments and fights and fall apart.
Yes.
Back in the day, our parents didn't have fucking social media. They didn't have all that shit.
Compare their relationships to. That's the problem.
But not even comparing.
It's
social media is an image.
Envy. It's everything. It's all that ball that you want.
Fake. That shit is fake. You got 100,000 followers, but not $100,000.
I was going to say, if most people are really embarrassed of their everyday life.
Right.
I mean, reality. If we can flip off a switch and say rowdy Instagram on everybody's profile.
So you're saying that majority of people hate their lives?
I'm not going to say hate, but don't think they're cool enough to even talk about their real life.
So they lie. So you're saying that majority of people lie about their lifestyle?
No, not even lie.
It's a facade.
But we're not gonna fucking
act.
when we first wake up in the morning, we're like fucked up and looking like this. We're not gonna come on Instagram posting pictures.
It's an act.
So like everything is an image. Like we're gonna post the best of the best. We're gonna post when we just bought our house. We're not gonna post when we just lost our job or you know when our kid is doing this crazy. We find out they're smoking weed. We're not posting all the crazy stuff. We're giving the image that our shit is
giving
perfect.
an image of your life
is perfect.
Is not what it really is. It's
not what it is.
Not reality.
But I definitely,
you know what I mean?
I feel like don't you feel like we be posting our fucking shitty shit?
But
I ain't gonna lie.
But most people,
I think that's why I get like a total disconnect from the regular world because I feel like we have to post our, you know what I'm saying, like our losses.
Right.
Like you have to post the times you got rejected or the times you didn't get what you wanted or the time that you may not have worked as hard for your goal as you wanted to so you didn't reach it. Like we have to post those because they're realistic. Like when we post stuff that's not realistic, it makes people think, it gives people this false sense that life is a certain way.
Right.
Like we never had these faults. Like I'm 30 and I still don't know my life. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want women my age to think that at 30 you have to have your life figured out. You have to have, you get what I'm saying? Or that life's perfect, or that you settle for the perfect man, or that you settle for the perfect life. Like you may not have, but it all depends on you. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's the biggest part of our generation that we lose is our sense of self. Like we always look for gratification from other people. Because I do it too. Like I want to know whether or not society is accepting me. Whether or not they think it's cool that the nigga I fuck with does this. Or that he makes a certain amount of money. Or that he does this for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like we search for that acceptance from society that we overlook what
society
that actually makes us happy, and sometimes what makes us happy might not be what society thinks is cool.
Then you think you feel like you're doing the wrong thing, or you like maybe I shouldn't. Everybody else,
like with women who choose to hold out now, you know what I'm saying, like the women with the 90-day rule. Let's not make them think like think
like hoeing is more acceptable nowadays than fucking.
It is, and that's what I was gonna say. Like, let's not make holding out seem like it's this taboo thing. Like, women are supposed to feel some type of way because they're holding out. Like,
I don't think that means anything.
You get what I'm saying? They're just a woman with a lot more discipline. I think it's
just the woman is the woman. You know,
exactly.
Just because if you have some sex on the first night, I don't think that makes you anything different from someone who doesn't have sex on the first night. I think it's all about that person, and you know, do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I just
because
think whenever you're comfortable with yourself,
I might be more comfortable in my sexuality than the next woman. You know what I'm saying? But she has to. Right, which I am, but she might,
and you might just want to have sex. You're a grown adult,
and she might
There's nothing wrong with that.
And she might just
be
learning her sexuality. Right. You get what I'm saying? Like she might not know.
She might not be a sexual person.
Exactly.
Everybody doesn't want to have sex like that.
Right.
Yeah, some people aren't. A person needs to have sex every day.
If you wanted to fuck me every day, you was my man, we would have an issue. I do not want to have sex every day. I don't like.
There you go.
I want it every day.
6 months. I know they was probably cheating on me, but still.
A few times.
I mean, I do like it a lot. I'm not gonna say I need it every day, but I do like it a lot. I don't want to go.
It a lot,
if I had a girl and we living together, we get in there.
Like if you're working and you're tired and you come home and you do.
It don't gotta be long, drawn out.
When I'm tired and I've had a long day, no, I don't want no sex. But
when you wake up, you might want to go.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like,
and then I gotta wake up and do the shit all over
again. Morning sex is pretty good if we go to work.
My man, I ain't gonna lie. And my man should be providing for me.
Sex before work makes you go to work happy.
No, not me.
It makes your man go to work happy.
Goddamn, I feel like I just did a job. Now I gotta go work and do another
I need no water.
She is hilarious. She is hilarious. I think sex in the morning get you a great day at work, and it makes the day go by fast. You know what I mean?
You think so?
Yeah.
I feel like my knees is gonna hurt, and I'm gonna be like, no. I had a long fucking morning.
That's why working from home was always great.
Yeah, working from home is great.
You can have a little bit. The lunch break is the best lunch break ever. I ain't gonna lie. Lunch break was the best lunch break ever. But yeah, I think, like I said, at the end of the day, balance.
And balance. And then you never become too comfortable.
Never
Comfortability loses focus in anything in life.
You're not lying about that one.
Comfortability loses focus in your job. You become too comfortable. I'm 5 minutes late. Okay, I'm become 10 minutes late. Same with a relationship. Oh, I'm comfortable now. Like, okay, so I'm not going to try as hard.
It makes you stagnant.
Yes.
Don't ever be comfortable in nothing that you do,
because you'll lose it.
You'll lose it, and you'll find out 5 years later you haven't gone anywhere.
Stage you're at in your life, you should be striving.
You should always strive.
You should always be striving. Not even striving, but like
want more.
Keep doing the same thing. Like comfortability. Like when a man gets you, you feel like he does a lot in the beginning to get you. Mm-hmm. Even like the little stuff. Like, baby, you look so beautiful. Oh my God. Like
it slows down.
It slows down. Like, damn, he hasn't told me I look beautiful in 30 days. What am I doing wrong?
More
like
good
he's
morning
liking
text.
this. Exactly. And that's it. And then we'll check out mentally before we check out. You know, like
physically.
Yeah, we mentally, emotionally.
Because he got you already. He caught you.
Yeah.
He caught you.
Yep. And then you lose focus, and then you lose us. And the same thing, us women do it with everything too.
Yes, because before you start taking care of yourself,
we got it, we good.
You make yourself, you take care of yourself, hair done, nails done.
Now we waking up with bonnets.
Now you waking up, not even worried about doing nothing.
Drool hanging out the side of my face.
You ain't
so
done
what I'm
nothing.
asking is, so as a woman, are our expectations that for the rest of our life, are we marry a man? He's the man of our dreams. Mm-hmm. For the rest of our lives, we have to make sure our hair is always done, our face is always done. No, we always look good.
Not always, but keep yourself together in a certain level.
So you're saying that we should keep ourselves at the par at all times?
Not all times.
When you say all time, what I'm saying is some women get to the point where they don't want to do anything no more.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm not saying you gotta wake up every day. No, I'm saying some women don't do their hair for a week straight.
So
they wake up in the morning. Like this is my thing. I had a girlfriend that, long time when I was younger, and she wasn't working nothing like that. But I will say one thing: when I came home every day, she definitely took a good shower, had her hair done, looked presentable, and at least made sure the house.
Laundry was
done. What I'm saying? So at least when I came home, it was a good feeling, and it was presentable to the eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
but I've also seen women when you come and you walk in. It's opposite.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like
what about the women?
Not the same,
what about the women with the postpartum? You get what I'm saying? Like,
but that's different. That's somebody going through something. So that's different.
Okay. And they gonna help you get through it.
Yeah, that's different. I'm just saying, if you don't have none of those issues, I'm talking about the straight laziness. Okay.
So you're saying a real man is gonna help you through that time?
Like I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been in work before, and you can tell the difference between when a woman is her relationship is going good and not going good. Mm-hmm. This is the difference right now. This is how you always tell. When a woman is in a long-term relationship, you can tell when she comes to work. Mm-hmm. Hair don't really be done like that. Mm-hmm. She ain't really dressed up like that. Ooh. She looks so.
Preach that shit.
You just kind of
like. So when she's in a good relationship,
when she's in a good relationship,
she comes to work looking like something. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
He's not looking like something.
No, not looking like something. I'm telling you.
Not?
Yes, I'm telling you.
I disagree.
This is what I'm telling you. Listen to me. This is from a man's point of view, right? So look, you're in the work, and this is how because I've always been able to pick it out. And I'm saying, not saying she's look bad looking, but you can go see the difference, right? She come to work and her hair just be kind of more basic. Her makeup be basic. Her outfit be basic, right?
That's now 5-year relationship and they are comfortable.
Very, yeah. I said long-term relationship, right? Now, when that relationship gets rocky or it's on the verge of ending, the makeup changes, the hair changes, the outfits change.
Oh yeah, you right
the walk change.
Okay, I get
she's
what you're
walking
saying.
more through the office more.
I
she's
get what you're saying.
More.
You're saying
she's inviting more because she's out there now.
You're
she's trying to catch that
so basically what you're describing is the end of a relationship when you're looking for that attention, when you want something
of one. Because we do it in the beginning.
I feel like the beginning when we don't know that he's the one.
Once you got it, or you live together and you've been there 3 years, at that point, some women just are comfortable. Because at that point,
what about men?
Men do it too. Don't be wrong. We all can get comfortable. All can get comfortable, but men is different because as long as men are taking care of the bills and taking care of a lot of responsibilities, a man
you feel like you can get away with a lot more. Right,
and that's because the requirement on the man is different from a woman. Like again, if you're not the breadwinner and you're not doing that, the requirement may be to look up to par to a certain level.
You're right.
And that should be your work right there. You know what I'm saying? The same thing, you want that man to do everything you want him to do. What's hard, if you're staying at home and you're at home woman, I'm not even saying at home mother, at home women, What's hard with you staying up? What's hard with you making sure that you take a shower, your hair's done,
If
your makeup's done?
you're not a mom and you're just a stay-at-home
What's
woman, you
wrong
better
with
do
that?
all that shit.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
What's wrong with making sure you ain't
Dinner,
walking around with the same
clean,
clothes on you had on the
You're
day
right.
before?
Yeah, like
What's
you
wrong
should
with
have
that?
a workout routine. You should
What's
have a
wrong with
beauty
that?
regimen. You
What's
should have
wrong
all
with
that.
cooking
You're
something?
right. You're right. Cooking, cleaning, make sure that. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
You know,
I
women
agree.
nowadays say, I don't want to be a housewife, but I want everything taken care of. So what are you there at that point?
And I will agree that that's unrealistic. If you think that ever in this lifetime that you're just gonna
And
be
then
a
you're mad
full-
because the man cheated.
you're gonna be a full stay-at-home wife with absolutely no obligation, and there is no
Do what you wanna do, and you wanna shop
quid
and
pro
spring.
quid pro quo with that, then you are absolutely insane. If you think that there is not going to be something for him in the long run, you're fucking crazy.
And how many women could even be an at-home wife? Like, can you imagine most of these younger women waking up in the morning doing anything? What I mean by waking up,
wife, yeah, that's crazy.
you know, can you imagine?
If you're a stay-at-home mom,
women,
it's different. But
these women are not out here waking up in the morning, cleaning up, straightening up the
Exactly,
house,
right.
making sure the dishes are done. Can you imagine them? They don't even do that now. So they don't do it now. How are they all of a sudden going to do this when they get with this man?
And I don't think that it's more so that women aren't doing it now. I
Not
think
that
that
some
not
do,
a
but-
lot of women are doing it now.
That's the
because
issue, yeah.
we've kind of been force-fed this like
luxury
ideology.
life that I shouldn't have to do anything but wake
Real
up in the
shit.
morning
No, real shit.
and
I
have
got-
my feet rubbed.
Listen, I got pregnant at 17, and my parents instead of feeding me this mind frame that the man that impregnated me should have the responsibility over my lifestyle, my life, and everything. They said, you want to fuck grown men, you can go out here and fuck grown men. You can
Right.
get whatever they want, whatever you want from them. And I think that that's kind of like the disconnect now that. Well, if you want to fuck this kind of man, just go out and fuck him, or just go out and fuck with him, like date him. But you don't even know this man. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like you don't even have any intention of knowing this man. And I think that that's like